WingIt. The ability to identify birds in flight is important to bird watchers and hunters alike. Bird watchers may be able to add another species to their life list. Hunters may be able to add a bird or two to their legal limit, or may not attempt to harvest a bird that would put them over their legal limit. What do you look for? The speed and pattern of wing beats, the size and shape of the bird, flight and flock patterns, sounds, and very importantly, colors are traits to use. Learning this skill takes time and practice, but you can do it. We'll start by introducing you to waterfowl wing identification. If you can identify the patterns on their wings, you'll be on your way to identifying these birds in flight. Here are the parts of the wing. The forewing is the part of the wing nearest the bird. You can think of it as the bird's shoulder. The speculum is the colorful patch beneath the forewing. The primary flight feathers extend to the end of the wing, and the secondary flight feathers are close to the body. The primary and secondary flight feathers don't have much color difference from species to species, so they aren't very useful in helping to identify the species. When identifying waterfowl by their wing colors, look to the speculum and to a lesser extent the forewing. We will focus on identifying species from two groups of ducks: dabblers, also known as puddle ducks, and diving ducks. Dabbling ducks prefer small, shallow bodies of water like ponds and sloughs. Diving ducks prefer large, deep bodies of water like rivers and big lakes. Some even like the oceans. Dabbling ducks typically have more colors on their speculum and forewing than diving ducks, and generally are much more brightly colored overall than the divers. The color difference between the male and female of the same species is greater in the dabblers too. Let's get started with the most common duck species in Illinois, the mallard. The drake or male mallard has a gray-brown forewing. Its speculum is an iridescent violet blue with a white strip and black strip on the top and the bottom. The hen or female mallard has a brown forewing with a scalloped appearance. The speculum is nearly identical to that of the drake. A duck with a very similar appearance to the hen mallard is the American black duck. There is little difference between the coloration of the male and female of this species. The forewing of the American black duck is very dark brown-black. The speculum is iridescent violet blue. There may be a thin white strip bordering the speculum, but it will be smaller than in the mallard. The drake gadwall has a gray forewing that gives way to a patch of chestnut brown with an area of black below. The speculum shows a contrast of black and white. The hen is similar in color, but the chestnut brown patch is smaller or non-existent. The area of black under the chestnut patch is smaller, and the black is absent on the speculum in the hen. A gray-brown forewing is present on the northern pintail's wing. The speculum is bronze with a black strip, then a white strip on the bottom. The hen's shoulder is browner than that of the male, and the speculum is a dull brown. A small black strip, followed by a white strip, is visible at the bottom. The drake American widgeon has gray-brown shoulders with a brilliant white patch on the rest of the forewing. The speculum has an area of iridescent green with a black strip separating the green and white. A male wood duck has short, broad wings that are black with white on the back edge. The speculum is an iridescent violet blue color. The hen wood duck is similar, yet slightly duller. Gray and white freckling on the forewing is shown by the drake lesser scaup, but not the hen. The speculum is a white stripe with black tips and is visible when this duck flies. The male ringneck duck has a white vertical mark in front of the wing. The wing is dark with a dim white speculum. The hen of this species has a dark wing with a nondescript gray speculum. The drake canvasback has a dull white forewing and speculum. The primary flight feathers are darker. The hen has a dark wing with a forewing that is slightly lighter. In redhead ducks, the drake has a gray forewing, while the hen shows a darker forewing. The dull gray speculum is similar in both male and female of this species.